Okay, awesome, awesome. Welcome, everybody. Today is, what's today?
Tuesday, the
June 25th. June 25th. Tuesday, June 25th. And we just got back last night or yesterday from Las Vegas, our 2019 National Convention, aka our EVO family reunion. Everybody clap.
Yay! Type yes in the chat box if you were there.
Yay!
And I know that we have a bunch of people who couldn't make it, but type yes in the chat box because I know we are all super excited. We had such an amazing convention. As you can see, 10 new messages. People are chiming in who was there. And you know, this is our first team call that we wanted to do post-national and talk about the things that are going on, hear from people who attended, and a contest that we're doing.
Yeah, we got a lot of great stuff.
Just some announcements. And please wait until the very end of this call because we have a special guest. I'm going to call that person in a few to make sure that they're still available, but I know they are because I reached out to this individual earlier. I said, can you please get on our call? And they said, absolutely. So stick around to the end to hear from that person. All right. I want to ask Miss Amaya, how was your convention trip? I think she had a good time.
We didn't get to take any pictures of her little Roaring 20 outfit.
She fell asleep, and that's a whole other story in itself.
Yeah.
But Derrick, do you want to tell, your experience of your 4th annual convention, your thoughts on it?
Yes. And you guys know I'm always excited every single convention. But this one in particular, I get excited because I see more people every single time. And I know when we see more people, I know that we are all doing what we're supposed to be doing. And that is sharing this blessing with a lot of people. And yeah, we doubled in size since last year. So clap it up for yourselves. Okay, we had over 500 people in attendance.
That's huge.
The room across the room that we had last year at the South Point Casino. And it was pretty, I got kind of teary-eyed a little bit when I went in there. When we first walked into the room, it was me, Ayla, Tony, Cachocho, and Leslie, the belt, because we, if you guys were there at the very first convention, we started out with only 120, 130 people. The room was small. Like, it wasn't that big. Our backdrop was pretty ghetto fabulous. We had little plants up there, but it was not what you see today. And, that's just the growth and how we are growing as a company. And as our family continues to grow, you guys like my shirt? Everybody was they were just staring at it. They were like, EVO DnA, right? But it's in the shape of a pyramid, and I love pyramids, right? This in Egypt. But I want to just say that I'm excited, and I can really see that our family is growing. And, just to see us in full representation, the DnA family, Platinum Dynasty family, I love it. And I am really a big fan, and I know you guys got a lot of great, feedback from the T-shirts. I love it when I see on Friday when we come in and we're all wearing our T-shirts, because now we set the tone. Because I guarantee you everyone next year is going to wear a team shirt. But congratulations to all you guys coming out in full fashion in your beautiful, outfits that you guys came in. And for me, it was a big reality check because, sometimes me and Ayla, we don't really get to see it from like a guest or, coming in and watching the event, because we're there as the presenters. And, of course, we're watching the other Platinums and everyone else train. But, from our perspective, I learned a lot from a lot of the stories. You guys know all the testimonies were amazing. And you get to hear all the golds that walked up on stage, all the Platinums that gave their speeches. It's regular people, just like you and I. We all have the same stories, the same struggles, the same ups and downs of the business, not only in the business, but outside of in your personal life. We go through a lot of stuff in our personal lives, and it may take us out of the business momentum a little bit, but that's okay, because you recalibrate, come back in, and come back stronger. But for anyone that was there, we cried together, we laughed together, we took pictures together, and it was just so much fun, and I love it. And this is why we always stress to make sure that you have to block out this time every single time of the year. And I think next year is going to be in July, but you want to pre-plan it. So you want to book this convention up every single year, so you just make sure that you don't miss it, right? And there's just so much to go. We're coming straight off of there, so I'm so excited. I got to meet so many of you guys that I'm only have only talked to on Messenger or cell phone or text message, but just to meet you guys, the Atlanta team and people in Ohio, a lot of you guys that I've never met in person, meeting you for the first time and really giving you a hug and just meeting you in the flesh rather than the Messenger or Facebook. It just really warms our hearts that we get to see you guys and we get to meet you guys in person.
And you get to bump them off the road in the race car.
Oh, that's a whole nother thing. We had so much fun at the race car track too. That was fun. We're gonna have to add that into our itinerary every single. Yeah, that has to be a normal thing that we do. We'll figure some other stuff out if we don't want to do that.
He just so happens to have these. Right here.
Where's Raymond at?
I'm not
Raymond.
Sure why he just has these next to
Raymond and Jose. I specifically put these here this morning, just so you guys know who's number one around here. That was 2 qualifying races, and I did hit number 1 with the fastest time the first time. Shout out to Jose and Raymond that were on my heels, but we ended up closing out.
And shout out to Ebony. She got number 1 on the second race. I tried to get there, but I'm not the driver between us.
Ebony was doing her thing on the racetrack. Her daughter.
And
Morgan's mom. You guys
had so much fun there.
Yeah, it was fun all around. Barbecue was amazing. And if you guys were there for the barbecue, at the very end, there was something that happened. A lady, she had an anxiety attack and ended up passing out. And it was kind of scary at the end. And we were actually on our way out, and the commotion was just so crazy. But if you guys were there, just to let you guys know, she is up and she's good. She's out of the hospital. She made it to the hospital. They took her to in the ambulance, so she's good to go. The next morning, she was back on Facebook promoting her business, signed some people up even. And she's back on track. So thank you guys for praying for her. And thank you for all of you guys that were there, trying to help out the situation, even though it was just so crazy because, we all swarmed the lady to help, but at sometimes it's not good to, you want to give them space, but it was definitely a good thing that she made it out. She's good to go. And she's clear from the hospital, and she's back on track on Facebook and doing her thing. So we wanted to let you guys know that she is doing okay. So thank you guys for praying for her as well. But yeah, that's all I wanted to put in there. Ayla, share your thoughts. You'll have a whole different perspective, I'm pretty sure.
I'm reading the chat box, but we'll get to those in just a second. My favorite part was definitely the team rally. Those are always one of my favorite parts of the convention because it's when we get to, like Derrick said, meet you guys and in person and give out the accolades to those who've been working hard in their business. And it was a good time to just hear from each other. And shout out to Blanche and Jesse, who we did something special for them because they'll be moving to the Atlanta market.
We love you, Blanche and Jesse.
July 5th. So the Atlanta market, you guys have an amazing leader.
I love y'all too.
Powerhouse couple coming your way. And if you saw Jesse on stage,
they were on Jeopardy. He killed it.
They were on the winning team. Shout out to Jesse because he got a free Evolution 2020 convention ticket for being on the winning team. That was also one of my favorite times because it was so much fun to see. And just it was a fun way to learn and see everyone with their answers. And we were just cracking up in the back. It was just too funny.
Jesse, I know that maybe you were nervous, but 1-800-ARCHERS, brother. 1-800-ARCHERS. And I know you were thinking in your head like, God dang it, how did I 1-800-ARCHERS? Blanche was probably giving you heck for all that the whole night, but
yeah, I told Amy, I said, Amy, thank the Lord for Megan, Jack.
Hey, but he made it. He got some ones that a lot of. He got the Peggy one and some of the FC didn't. Right. We were all looking around like, wait, who's that person? But
like that $69 one, I wouldn't have gotten that because I didn't even know that it was $89 instead of $69. That's something I didn't know.
It's a good way of learning.
It was a great way of learning. People will not forget that. So
yeah,
that was awesome.
it was awesome.
when we met with the Founders Council, they were also saying that was one of their favorite moments. And another favorite time that I have was definitely the go-kart racing, because it was just a time for us to have fun and get to know each other better, and seeing all of the gold promotions, the platinum, the 1-star promotions, because it inspired me and Derrick, you know, to just get you guys on stage. You know, we saw all these other teams winning, and so extremely happy for them. Like, especially Nikki and Charles, I believe it was their year, because they were just awarded with so many awards and accolades, and walking the stage for top travel booking. And so I told them, I'm like, you guys are our inspiration. And I asked them to do a training for us, and they said, absolutely. But they said, but only if you guys will do a training for our team. And so we're excited to just collaborate with some of the leadership to get you guys up on stage, because we need to see you guys walking in 2020. So I don't want to be too long-winded, because I want to get some people on the line to give some testimonies. So who would like to share their testimony I know there's a lot of people on this line who are not there. Yeah, any first-time attendees that want to share, unmute your line. Or I see Kiana White is raising your hand. Does that mean you want to talk?
Ebony too.
Let's get some people to unmute. And let's hear from you guys, because we have a ton of people who weren't there, and they need to hear why they need to be at the 2020 convention, and why we all will never miss another convention in the future. So anyone want to unmute themselves? Let me see.
First timers only.
First timers first, and then we'll let the other people chime in. I'll just start unmuting people. Be ready. Who wants to unmute and share? Okay, Ebony. I pick Ebony. Ready? Can you hear me, Ebony?
Yes.
I thought of you because I thought of Quincy. So can you share your experience and then what you thought about our convention?
I would just definitely say it was one of those you just have to be there experiences. There was so much value that I gained from it that had I not gone, I wouldn't know. Just the insider information that just starting off with the trades show. So just all of the gems that we got directly from some of the suppliers about the new launches, what's going on, products, how we can better service our clients. That was epic. It was everything, because again, when you're out trying to book travel, these are little things that you just don't know, and so beyond just the supplier. So from the trade show, just all of the jewels and just the hands-on that we got from the leadership, you guys, everybody who graced the stage and was able to give us and share and pour into us, and it lights a fire in you in a different capacity that you just don't get from seeing the post and the evolution or the Q&A pages. It's another level of awesomeness. So I would definitely say from the trade show, the leadership, just like you say, watching the promotions, it's like, oh no, I need to cross that stage next year. That you already know it, but like you said, when it's tangible and it's in real time, you see people and all of the variations of different stories and journeys that people take in their walks. It just lets you know that it's just so possible. It's so doable, because everybody has a testimony and they all different. It's all so different. And it's so, me being a single mom of 3 kids, it just puts me in a place mentally, that's the mindset shift. You know what I mean? In terms of just keep pushing, stay with it, overcome, your obstacles, tap in. That was the biggest thing too. Tap in, you know what I mean? You have to be present in your business. Tap into the resources that's available to us. Be coachable and duplicate. The work and the blueprint has already been laid out for us. All we got to do is stand on the shoulders of giants. You guys have proven that the system works through your own personal, example to us. So that was another thing. And then just the fun. I felt like I told Tiffany, I said, it was so good, because it's like we had to get up early, go to the different things that you guys had the itinerary was set, but it's like you wanted to be there. It wasn't like work. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like you trying to get there so you can hear what else goodies do they have for me now. So it was just an awesome across the board experience. Like I say, from the picnic to the go-kart racing was everything, because I came in number 1. So that was super fun, you know, taking the pictures, the gala, you know what I mean? Got my 2-step on at the, you know, got to dress up. So everything was awesome. So I definitely want to be in the building, crossing the stage, leveling up next year. And hopefully I can get some attendees and bring my team with me. That would be more than awesome. So that's going to be another big push to let everybody know that they need to be in attendance. Like, it's one of those, you just have to be there to experience it and get that momentum and the fire that you get. You can't gain it outside of attending. So that's it for me as a newbie to Evolution and a first timer to convention. I had an amazing time and I learned so much. I just learned so much across the board, from product to personal stories. And that was everything.
Thank you so much, Ebony, for sharing your story. And see, I'm telling you, we don't make it up. That's just something you have to be there to experience yourself. And, you know, I know that you definitely have it within yourself to walk that stage next year, and we're going to help you get there. And we're going to help anyone who wants to get there, whoever is willing to run with us. You know, this is your time, because every one of those people that you saw walking the stage, they were at the convention last year. Majority of them were at the convention last year, and now the next year they walked the stage. So let's keep it moving. Thank you, Ebony. Anyone who it was their first time attending, or should we just call on some people?
I'll go next.
All right, Carol. Okay.
This was my first convention. I had started with Evolution, and then I stopped after my mom passed. But then I got back in. But Ebony said it all. It was just so exhilarating and so uplifting and inspiring, and it's just the love. It's not a company. It's a family. And what really excited me about it is when my husband was able to go into the trade show and he was walking around, like, and I felt like I had the paparazzi with me, because he's like, stop here, pose at this sign, let's take this picture. But he got so excited when he was able to come into one of the sessions, and he was like, wow, this isn't no pyramid. He said, this is family. And I mean, he was taking videos. And Missy, he made you a video, so he'll be sending you a video soon for you to put on your site or use it however you want. But he is just so excited. And when we got home, he was pushing me. I mean, he woke up this morning working on videos. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. He's on the phone talking to his friends about the business. Because I kept saying, well, why don't you join the business? He was like, no, I'll be a hype man. I'll be a hype man. But we're just so excited. And he's like, I got to get with Derrick because I got to make some videos of his team, and we're going to do this. And so Derrick, he's your media guy. And I mean, that's what he loves doing. He does videos and documentaries, and he's like, I can't wait to hook up with Derrick so we can start producing you guys some videos for his team and getting it out there. So I'm just thankful that he went, thankful that he accepted it the way he did. And thank you guys for accepting him for being there.
Absolutely. And you tell your hubby that we definitely need a media guy. And he was there doing interviews at the car racetrack. And I think you set the tone for him, Carol, because you just bringing him, and that's what I want to let you guys know. And someone said it on stage that I think it was Founder. Just thank you to everyone that invite their spouses, but they just don't understand it. But once they come in and they really see it, just like your husband did, it's different for him now. I'm sure of it, because they threw the shirt on him, made him wear the shirt. Like you said that he was your walking billboard. But just doing those little things, you know, and him being around the family, and you know, just understanding that people just don't know until they know what it really is, and until you yourself actually goes to a big event like that, you really don't know either. So it was amazing meeting you, Carol, you and your husband.
Because
Go
his
ahead,
friend
Carol.
had said, you know, it's a pyramid scheme. Like, you know, your 9 to 5 is a pyramid scheme. He said,
Right.
you got your salaried employees, you got your, you know, then you got your management, and you know, you got. He said, so that is a pyramid. He said, all your life you're going to be trying to make your way to the pyramid. He said, but in this, no matter where you are in the pyramid, you're making money, and you're always going to move up. He said, there's an opportunity in this for you to move up quicker than on your 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
He's selling it.
That's right. Work your 9 to 5 while you're building your dream on the side, you know, and that's something that we really pride ourselves in, is teaching families how to create an additional income in their household, not just from the travel booking side, because the travel money is amazing. You guys seen all the plaques and awards that those top travel bookers took in, but I mean, the residual income is what we really want to chase after, because that's the financial freedom you're going to get to. But not only that, that time freedom is what you're chasing after, family. I'm telling you, when you can create an income that comes in month after month and you don't have to be there to clock in, it's a whole different feeling.
It truly is.
It really is a whole different feeling. I mean, just imagine, Carol, I see you just got off work right now. Imagine if they told you, don't come into work the whole next month and we're still going to pay you for the work you did last month. You know, it's a great feeling, you know, and that's what we want to make sure that we do our part to help you guys get to whatever it is, the goals that you guys want to achieve. So thank you so much, Carol, for sharing.
Thank you, Carol. Was Carol the one who said you ran her off the track?
There was a couple people that said that, but we're not gonna talk
Yes,
about.
you did.
I said, my partner hit me off the track.
He hit me real hard.
That we, you know.
I turned around and all I saw was that blue shirt. I said, my platinum edition.
Hey, I had to keep it moving and shaking because Raymond and Jose were on my heels, so I had to keep it moving, Carol. And I apologize to you and Mr. Chappelle, because you guys definitely got bumped off the track more than one time, and I seen it, and I said, you know what, I'll deal with the repercussions later.
Hey,
cousin.
I had to tell. I typed in the chat. Hey, you know, you guys took out an OG. You know, you gotta have killing them.
Oh my God. And you know, it was funny because when I bumped Mr. Chappelle, he was shaking his head like, this young old kid, what is he doing to me? And I said, you know, just please, just
hilarious.
just pray for me while I'm being competitive right now, Mr. Chappelle.
Man, that's how you want.
Right. Hey, Mr. Chappelle needed to be right next to cousin Miss Shay. You know, they were saying she was driving Miss Daisy, but she was getting her fun on. That's all that mattered.
That's cold-blooded.
Oh man, that was a good time.
I'm so glad we're a family, man. I'm so glad.
Man, y'all better stop picking on Miss Shay. That's messed up, man. What's up with that? What up, family?
All right.
Ayla, hi, baby.
Anybody else brand new? Their first time to convention? Let's get somebody.
Yes, let's get a first timer. We want to hear from you.
First time to convention.
I think I saw some.
Is Jose on? I know it was Jose's first time.
Do I count?
No, you don't count. You can't
Oh.
listen. You have to mute your line out till
Evil
later, sir.
world.
How about
That's just
Marquetta?
asking.
Marquetta, are you available to speak, Marquetta?
She said,
Yeah, sometimes they're not. You know, he might be at work or whatnot.
Yeah, that's true.
Who else we got on here?
Anyone who was their first time, don't be shy. We're all family. We want to hear your excitement. The other people who weren't able to attend, they definitely want to hear from you if it was your first time, because we need to share the importance of going to these events, in particular the convention, which is the biggest event. So unmute your line. Don't be shy. Let's see.
Speak. Can you hear me?
Who else was
Hello?
there? I'm gonna just unmute.
Somebody's speaking, bro. They're like low. They're super low.
This is Tony. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. Just everyone else mute your lines out so we don't get no background noise.
This is Tony Harvey. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Hey, Tony, how you doing? You might have to turn it up a little bit or put your...
Can you hear me now?
You're still a little far. It sounds like you're distant. We see.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. Perfect. We got you. Loud and clear now. You are good to go.
I just wanted to say, being at convention opened my eyes to all the different areas of things that EVO does, like the EVO Cares, the Divas Power. It was very heart-wrenching to see what we do in the community. And so EVO is family, and it reaches out to other families. So it just really touched my heart and opened my eyes to the other areas of EVO.
I agree with you. We had someone ask how much was raised. It was over $7,700 were raised to help the young lady with the heart, the one that had the heart
transplant.
Yes. And so that was huge because, yeah, a lot of people don't see that part of how much evolution gives back, and they're going to make that a point. So wherever, you know, the convention is, they're going to do an EVO Cares to help someone in that community. And I thought it was really powerful seeing the dip they do. That's Divas in Power. They help in the community in all different aspects. And, you know, I was sitting there with Derrick and Founder, and I said, Founder, look at this. I said, I remember when it was just, you just had an idea to build evolution, and you have some powerful people in your organization that are doing some really great things for the community, and it's becoming so much bigger than that. And he's like, I just knew Patrice, she asked me if she could do that and use evolution as a platform to build Divas in Power. And she said, he told her, I trust you with everything. I know you, what you're going to do with it and how many people you're going to touch. And that's the little side comments or your conversations that we have when things are going up on stage, because it's crazy to be in the beginning of it all and to see how much we've grown and to see what people are using this platform for the greater good. So thank you for sharing that, because that was awesome.
Yeah, we all know that the more you give, the more you receive. So that is definitely something that is very close to our founder, not only our founder, but our CEO, Mr. Ron Archer. They both have the biggest hearts. So
oh, awesome! It was actually 10,000.
A little over 10,000.
Right. TQ wrote. I'm sorry. TQ wrote that. Founder wrote a check for 7,700 plus the cash donation of 23.
Wow.
So it was 10,000 plus.
That's beautiful. I love it.
From one event.
Love it, love it. And then there's still online donations too. So that's awesome. And, you know, that's just going to help someone that is in the family. And, you know, we definitely look out for ours. So thank you, Tony Harvey. Tony Harvey, real quick, what was your aha moment and what training resonated with you the most while you were there?
My aha moment was when you guys were up there training, and I felt discouraged because I tried to book and then somebody would just go out and book it themselves, and you had us all stand up and had us look around the room, and I'm like, okay, it's not just me.
Right.
And then I had an agent sign up and then fall off, and you did the same thing, look around the room. So it was an aha moment of, oh, this is not just me. We're all going through the same thing. And then I really loved Valerie Rutherford's training and Nina Mitchell's training. Well, actually everybody, Lynn's training. You've got to go to convention. You can't talk enough about it, because there were so many nooks and crannies, from Tony going out there in a wedding dress. I mean, it was just, you can't capture all of it. You have to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're glad that you're able to experience that, and that is definitely one for the books. 2019 was an epic convention, so I'm glad that you all that attended were a part of that, and it was huge, and it's only going to get gooder and gooder. Next year will be the last year. It'll be in Las Vegas. We are going to branch out and go to different markets as we are growing in a company. So that's our next announcement. We'll take a couple more people.
We'll take one more, because I know we have a guest that I told needed to be on around this time.
Okay,
so
awesome.
We'll take one more, and then we'll talk about the contest we're having, and then I'm going to bring someone on the line.
Maybe from our let's do 2 more, okay?
Can I actually do a shout out really quick to TQ and the Belt, who are our amazing AV team that I'm so proud to call on our team, on this team, because truly you guys don't know what they do to lead up to this and to create the convention. Like, the convention literally could not happen without them. So I'm so proud that we get to call them our very own Platinum Dynasty family. And so can you guys clap it up for them, because they deserve all of the accolades and awards and kudos and love and credit for everything that they do.
Hey, Ayla.
Yes.
Belt here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
So I don't want to be too long, but I just wanted to make a quick announcement. But it's like secret insider info.
Ooh.
Secret, super secret insider info. Y'all didn't hear this from me.
Oh,
Wait, don't tell them.
Right.
No, I'm not saying nothing.
I don't know.
All I'm saying is the ticket sales for the early bird price ends tomorrow. Okay, $189. It will never, ever, ever be that cheap again. Please, people, trust me when I say that you cannot miss 2020. What is going to happen in 2020, you cannot miss it. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but I'm just going to tell you, I have no words, because it's going to be absolutely freaking fire. You guys are going to lose. It's going to fucking knock your socks off. Excuse my language, but it's going to be amazing. I'm telling you now. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, somebody cut her off. Cut her off.
I'm not revealing no more secrets, but all I'm saying is it's $189. It's $189. Take it from the Belt. Insider scoop right here. You cannot miss 2020. What is going on right now behind the scenes? If you guys knew, I'm telling you, it's going to be off the chain. It's going to be off you guys are going to be so, okay, just buy your ticket. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, buy your ticket. You guys got to be there.
Woo! I'm excited. I get so excited right now.
I can tell them this. Can I share a little bit?
Yeah, let's end it off with our two goals that were there, and we'll get into what's going on after. So Tony Cachocho first, and then we'll go with Tiffany Grice after. Let's congratulate our newly promoted goal consultants, and also Tiffany Brown. That was scheduled to go, but that's another story. We definitely missed you.
She'll get to tell at the next convention as she walks the stage as platinum.
There you go.
So go ahead, Tony Cachoch.
Okay, so real quick, last year, well, for all of these, we Belt and I we work it, and oftentimes we don't take the notes we need to take because we're busy. We're busy moving the chains and turning the wheels and stuff like that. But I'll tell you, there's usually that one presenter that makes the difference for us. And for Charles, Lee, and I, we had a common presenter who just rocked our socks. And I love this girl to death. I won't say her name or anything like that because she was our motivation. She was. She had us both looking at ourselves going, what is our malfunction? And it got me fired up and to get me to gold. And it got Charles fired up from executive. So so nobody has an excuse now. He went from executive to 1-star platinum in 10 months.
You mean
let that sink in. Let that sink.
You were a platinum, and then they dropped all the way to executive. And then built it back up to 1-star platinum.
Yeah, 1-star platinum. Crazy. That's like, 500 plus agents inside of 10 months. Okay, so this year, after talking with Charles, and he and I, we locked elbows. We said, okay, we're going to work together because he wants to move, one step further, and I definitely want to hit 1-star. And I know that it's possible because I'm going to be going from gold, which means that for my team, I want to challenge you guys. I want to take 4 to 5 golds with me, if not platinums with me, because I'm running for 1-star platinum. Okay, that means that I'm going to be building a bunch of leaders. But if you miss this coming up event, this coming convention, you're going to miss out on all the giveaways. And that's the reason why I wanted to talk is there were so many giveaways this year, this convention. Well, I can't count how many. I mean, we were giving away free convention tickets like crazy, like candy. And every vendor that came up on stage, even every vendor in the vendor room, they were giving free stuff away. We were giving away cruises, all-inclusives, plane tickets. It was crazy, the things that we were giving away, and it was just over and over and over and over. And I was just kicking myself for not having enough, cards or whatever in the wheel that they were spinning. Because man, I know I could have won. There were just so many, and you guys can do that too. So get your tickets early. Get the lower price. Okay, that's enough for me. Love you guys.
Love you. Thank you so much, TQ, and love you for everything that you do for the convention. And I can't wait because next year you're gonna be walking as platinum. So just skip the gold and get your platinum speech ready.
That's right. Gold is a mistake.
Right. Just get to platinum. All right, we're gonna bring on Miss Grice. Are you on the line? We'd love to hear from you. Newly promoted gold consultant. She was able to walk the stage. Woohoo! Are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Yay! Welcome and congrats.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Wow. That was. I can't even. I kept saying, it doesn't feel real because you guys were asking me, how do you feel? And I said, it doesn't feel real. And they're like, well, Check is coming. It's going to feel real then. And I said, okay. And I got the Check, and then I was like, the Check is gone. And then I got on the stage, and I got my plaque and my award, and I said, I woke up the next morning, and it was sitting there. I said, wow, this is real. This is really real. So I'm super excited. I'm already fired up for next year. I have to give a super shout out to my team. I prayed for runners. I prayed for some runners. And Ebony Brown, boy, she sacrificed and she made it to a convention with all of her children, even little 1-year-old Quincy. And Tiana Renee, she just totally, as soon as she got in, she just took off running. We're just running. We're just running. So I'm also going to challenge my team, who's on the line, to expose our business, expose what we have. We have an outstanding program. Everything that we have, the value of what we have is way more than that $69.95. And we are showing you guys how really to eliminate that. You really can eliminate it. The more exposure of your business, the faster you grow, and the faster you can get that from coming out of your pocket every month. And I'm living proof of that. I literally had to do some soul searching. I've had some life changes and some life events, some major life events happen to me. But one thing I did not give up on was my business. I knew that I wanted this lifestyle. I want that platinum lifestyle. I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't want to work for somebody else. I want to work for myself. And so this convention, all of your training, founders training, he talked about evolving, and we really do have to evolve. We have to make that mental shift from employee to a business owner, because once you do that, the sky's the limit. You really can just soar from there. So, but thank you guys for all your mentorship and your support and just being there for me, when I was going through my stuff. And, you guys are awesome. And then now you have little Princess Amaya. You're so cute. So But yeah, that's all I want to say. But thank you guys, and we'll see you next year.
Hey, Punky. I hear Punky in the background.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Tiffany. Congratulations again, and to you and your team, your entire team. And we know how many sacrifices you guys had to make. But not only that, everyone more than likely had to make some sort of sacrifice. So, you know, those sacrifices that we are taking all right now is going to pay off at the end of the road. And I don't know when the end of the road is or if there is an end of the road, but it is going to pay off for you in the future. And I promise you guys, if you continue to create momentum in your business and you create for yourself to have that belief in yourself, our training was big on that. Our topic was leadership, but it was how to lead yourself, you know, how to create yourself and make yourself that leader, to believe in yourself. And not only that is, you know, it was 80% mindset, 20% tools. So just know that majority of the things that happen to you in your business is you're going to be able to draw up what the outcome will be, depending on how your mindset is towards whatever situation or anything that occurs in your business. You know, whether you had a falling out, that someone came out of your business, someone signed up, they left, someone didn't book with you, you know, those type of things. And that's why we wanted people to stand up, like Tony Harvey said, because there's a lot of us that didn't know that there's more than just us, because it happened to me and Ayla plenty of times. So we wanted to showcase that for some that thought that maybe it was just them, you know, because sometimes we get in our own head that why, you know, I just suck, and we start to feel the doubt up in our head rather than the belief. So
I want to really quickly share the contest that we're having. I also want to congratulate Tiffany Brown and Ryan Brown, as well as Cheryl Shires, for hitting Gold Consultant. So super exciting to see people hit that rank, and it's only going to go up from here. And we have a promotion that's going on, or I'm sorry, a contest that's going on. And Tony Cachocho is also having it on his team. So if you're in his organization, he's also going to be doing this. And Tony TQ, if you want to type that in the chat box to your team, and then I'll announce the one that's for Platinum Dynasty. So thank you. So for Platinum Dynasty, you know, you heard from the belt, you heard from everyone, you heard that you need to be at the 2020 National Convention. You don't want to be the one, you know, regretting that you didn't make plans or it just didn't work out. Make this a commitment. You guys are all paying $69.95 every single month. This convention will get you to that next level for 2020. This convention, a founder will tell you, no one has ever gotten promoted to a gold and above if they never attended a convention, meaning you have to get to that convention because you will be ahead of the game 6 months in your business. So there is the sale that's going on for $189, and it ends tomorrow, Wednesday, 11:59, I believe, Pacific Standard Time. Just say 9 p.m. your time, wherever you're at. 8 p.m. your time, okay? Get your ticket. Matter of fact, as soon as we hang up, get your ticket, invest in your business. If you're going to invest $69.95 every month, invest in that $189 to get there. Because I promise you, it will be worth your while. And we're going to make it where if you guys will screenshot the receipt of your purchase for the ticket, okay, and put it in Derrick's Facebook post on the Platinum Dynasty page. You'll see it at the very top. So go into Facebook. You'll see he posted, we're having a contest. If we can get 50 people to screenshot that they purchased their ticket from $189, me and Derrick will do a drawing and we'll pay for one of your guys' tickets. So we'll do a random draw, and we will reimburse one of you guys for your $189. If and only if we can get 50 screenshots. And I don't know how many we are right now, but I know we're getting there. So go to Facebook, Platinum Dynasty page, look for Derrick's post. We want to pay for one of your guys' ticket, but only if 50 of you guys can screenshot us your receipt. And we already screenshotted and posted ours, so we really need 48 people to go in there and get your ticket. And if you're on TQ's team, he's also drawing 2 names to reimburse their tickets. So you have a chance. If you're on his team, you may get picked. If you're within the Platinum Dynasty team, we may even do 2 tickets too because TQ inspired us. Should we do 2 tickets?
Yeah, we could do 2.
Okay,
And,
we'll do 2 tickets too, TQ.
We have 63 people on the line right now, so if just everyone buys their ticket, they're good to go.
Okay, Kim, look out in your email for your receipt because I know they're getting through all of them. They had like over 200 plus just from the convention, so they're getting through it. Okay, family, I'm super excited. If you're on TQ's team, make sure you check the chat box. I'm super excited to bring this individual on the line because when you can get him and his time, take it. You know, because he is a very, very, very busy man. As you can see, if you even got a chance, he was standing in the picture line for 3 hours, taking pictures with people after our dinner at convention. So you know this man is very important. And it's because of him, all of us are here. It's because of him. You know, we have people earning residual checks with a comment in it, like TQ, like Tiffany and Ryan and Cheryl and all of you who will be walking the stage soon. And it's because of him, you know, one of us is able to stay home, and eventually both of us will be stay-at-home parents very, very soon. And that means the world. You can never, if someone could give me my time back, that is invaluable. And I just want you guys to know it's possible if you put your head down. And he wrote the blueprint. All you have to do is the work. So he has all the money on the table. Who wants to sit at the table and get it, right? We're going to help you guys and give you all the tools and the best way we know how to get there, but you guys have to run. And without this individual that I'm about to bring on the line, we just couldn't have been in the position we are. We wouldn't have been in our first purchase home. We wouldn't have the security of knowing our child is in good hands all day, every day. And it's because of this man. And so we're forever grateful. And I'm so honored to call him the godfather of our child for life. So we love him more than he'll ever know. And without any further delay, I'm going to unmute none other than our founder of Evolution Travel. Let me find you, Mr. David McCovey. Your line is unmuted.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi,
Yes.
founder.
I am doing very, very well today. How are you over there?
We're amazing. Here's your goddaughter. Hello.
Hey.
Say
hello. Hey, there she goes. There's that smile. There it is.
You know who that is. Say hi, Panda.
I love it. I love it. Hey, family. I am glad to be able to be on here. Thank you, guys. I see all the hey founders. Hey, family. Look, I'm super, super excited still. I'm still stoked like I'm still on stage at convention. Like, I hate when the convention is over. I wish it could be all year, all year long. And I know a lot of you guys feel the same. But now is actually a good time, right? Because it's time for us to get back to our marketing and get to work. And I know a lot of you guys were just like all the leaders were, you know, we're really excited to see everyone and, you know, really excited to bond even further. You know, we had a lot of people who it was their first convention and you know, and I love those because I remember my first one. I'll never forget it and I'll never miss one. I know that that's just part of it. And, you know, it's like when we get a chance to get all the family together, for me, it's therapy, right? Because, you know, we're grinding and doing, you know, the field side of the business, the corporate side of the business and all those things. But when we get a chance to get everyone together, that's when it all, you remember why you do what you do. We get to see all of those faces. And, you know, so I'm proud of everyone who had a chance to make it. And for those who didn't, who had a legitimate reason not to, that's okay too. Go ahead and get registered and we'll knock it out and you guys can be there next year. But what I want you guys to do is really understand where we are right now as a company. We're in momentum, guys, and that's a great place to be. I mean, you guys saw all of the new promotions. You guys heard all of the stories. And I know that there's so much talent on this line, and you guys are probably the stickiest organization that we have in Evolution Travel. Like, me and Queen had a conversation today, you know, and we're saying, you know, just how blessed her and Derrick were because you guys are what the organizations are supposed to look like. You guys are true blue-blooders. You know, like you guys stick and stay and you're grinding, and that's what we really want. Like, so right now we're looking for, you know, the next common check earners, and there's so much talent on this line. And I know that I look up right now and I see Andrea's name, and we talked before. I mean, and she has so many personals in this game. It's absolutely incredible. So I know that this team knows how to get it done because your leaders know how to get it done. And me and Queen talked today, and she says, "Founder, I'm back in phase 1. And so that's an exciting time for me because I know they're the two most polished ones that we have. You guys heard me say that at convention in front of all the other leaders. No disrespect. It's simple. It's what it is. And so, I'm glad to see them back in phase 1 right now. And I know that you guys can do the same. Just trust the process, guys. I always talk about Derrick and Ayla because it didn't matter how much money they made in the deal or, what status they had or whether they were, at number 1, number 2, number 3 in the company. It didn't matter. They kept to the correct formula. They expose. Get the third-party validation on the line. Get your senior partners on the line. And for them, the only senior partner they have is me. They get me on the line still to this day. I think we did a 3-way last week, right before convention. So understand that as long as you continue to keep the fundamentals right, you're going to grow, right? It's just like being in basketball. You pass the ball the right way. You two-hand pass. You do things the right way over and over and over again. And that's really important to understand, guys, because you guys have heard me say a million times before that even when you're prospecting people, you're actually training them because they're going to do what was done to them and say what was said to them. So you guys want to always be doing it the right way. That's less work that you have to do later on with your new partners because they're going to do it the right way. And so I'm really excited for where this organization is going and growing. Shout out to TQ. I know he's the newest gold consultant in Platinum Dynasty, so he definitely has earned that. And, that's what we're doing right now, guys. We're just looking for the next level of leadership. When you get in position like Derrick and Ayla right now, you really just become talent scouts, right? Because you look for the people who are putting the work in, you work with those people and continue to help them grow their career. So I'm excited about that part. And I just know that there's so much more that's going to be done in this organization. Our next goal as a company is 10,000. So imagine when we get to 10,000, what that pool is going to look like. So it's just now just focusing on, if you guys want a piece of that pie, and there's no wrong part of the deal. If you are comfortable where you are, and you're booking a ton of travel, then that's fine. Then you continue to do that. But if you're looking to rank up and get to where that check becomes part-time and then full-time income, now's the time to do that because everyone's going to come out of convention with their hair on fire, running towards those goals, which means that the company's going to get larger and the pool's going to get larger. So it's just a matter of how much of that pool do you want. I remember in our previous project, it was a travel company as well, and I used to hear the numbers of the company, and as soon as I would hear the numbers that the company had or where they were trying to go, I immediately said to myself, I want X% of that in my organization. So I want you guys to look at it like that. So if there are, 10,000 partners in the residual pool, how much of that do you want in your organization, right? Are you like Derrick and Ayla where, okay, if there's 10,000 in there, you want 30% of that. I want 3,000 partners in my downline. And that's the way that you look because you want to be growing and going as the company is growing and going. So guys, just remember, just don't do what a lot of people do, including myself. I've done it before. When we come out of convention and we're super, super excited, we're on fire, but as we get back to, what we call regular life or real life, and we go back home and now there's another bill due or there's a problem with some, someone in the blood family, whatever, and you start to lose your focus. Don't do that because right now you're in a great spot to capitalize on the momentum. Don't take the notes that you guys got from convention and stick them in the drawer. Don't do that, right? Put them, I don't care whether it's on your mirror, on your wall, if you have a home office, put them on the wall, put them where you can see them and go over them again daily. Continue to refresh yourself and remind yourself of the excited feeling that you had at convention. Because if you can stimulate that and make that how you move and how you operate every day, every week, every month, like the success is going to happen no matter what. So you want to channel that and put that into play. It was such a good thing when we were talking about Tiffany Grice, gold consultant at convention. It was because she applied all the things that she had learned, right? So you're going to accumulate the knowledge. You're going to learn this. You're going to learn that. You're going to take something from one, take something from another leader. That's okay. Make it your own. But then when you apply it, that's when the magic starts to happen. Because at the end of it, like Derrick said on stage, we all really know what we're supposed to be doing. Like we all know that, especially anybody that's been around for any extended period of time. It's just a matter of now of focusing that knowledge and applying it. And then that's when the results happen. That's when the success happens. So if we do that, you guys are going to be okay. And I want you guys to be lined up across that stage with so many Platinum Dynasty partners that we can't even see anything. That's how it should be next year. You guys are promoting and promoting and promoting and bringing the teams up there and the families up there standing strong. The camera lens should be wide enough to be able to pick all of you guys up. Like, that's what I want for you. So again, just understand that as a leadership, we're all here for you. There's nothing that we can't accomplish together. So let's just put our head down and go to work.
Thank you, founder, for those nuggets. And I know your time is very precious, but we're going to take 2 questions from anyone on here. If you have a question, now is the time. You have the founder on the webinar, so take advantage of him being on the line. So you can unmute your line if you have any questions. We'll take 2 of them, and only 2 because we're already reached an hour on our webinar. So does anyone have any questions for our founder? Don't be shy.
I do.
Oh, there you go. Hi, Shay.
Hey, Shay.
Hey, David, quick question. I have a new guest on the line. She's still on there. She wants to know what is the thing from her fear of the $69.95? She used to be an agent, but she's thinking about coming back on. I signed up one this morning. She's on the line, and another one that's going to come back tomorrow. So what can you tell her right now that's on the line?
The $69.95, it's just a mindset, family. It's not a bill, it's your cost to do business, right? And again, when we understand that we're business owners, I mean, think about it. There's not a business on the planet that we don't have to have or that we can have without having an overhead. I don't care if we have a mobile detailing business, right? What do you have to do? You have to purchase the soft water. You have to purchase the soap. You have to purchase, the things to clean the interior. It doesn't matter what type of business it is, you're going to assume an overhead. And for us to be able to, think about this, right? We get a chance to play in the largest arena in the industry, which is travel. And we get to do that for $69.95, which is a write-off, right? Because it's the cost of doing business. And what I always say when I bring on a new partner is, as soon as that partner comes in, I ask, okay, well, listen, go to your back office and find me $70 in savings in a discount directory. That's all you got to do. Go do that for me. Call me when you get done. Right? That's all that needs to be done, because now mentally we can justify our buy. I don't care how much money we have or don't have, or how big the purchase is or how small. You have to be able to justify it. So now if I know that I can go into the discount directory and find X amount of savings, in food and dining, X amount of savings for entertainment for theaters, X amount of savings for, the laundromat close to my home, or whatever the case it may be. When I can do that, now I can justify the $69.95, because it's still going to be a write-off, and it's the best price point in the industry. So we just want to change the mindset and become entrepreneurs, right? Because as a people, we're more consumers than we are producers, and an entrepreneur is actually a producer. So we have to understand that if that's our only cost to do business, we've done a great job, right? And so there's a ton of things that we can do to take that off of the table, but we just want to get the mindset shift and understand, as an entrepreneur, we have to be able to make, there's going to be overhead to do our business. Right, when we first started Evolution, we were in, I believe it was $319,000 before we made a penny, right? But we knew that that's what had to be done. We had to get software. We had to do all those things. We had to hire certain staff. We had to do everything in order to be able to run the business. So that's all the $69.95 is. It's a cost to run your business. Not a bill, it's a cost to do business.
Absolutely. Thank you. That is a perfect explanation of that $69.95.
And that was a great question, family. And, as the leadership, we always laugh because we know that we have a ton of bills, but this is the only one that's going to pay us back. Yeah. When we pay that cell phone bill, if it's $79, $69, $99, $109, whatever it is, that's just money gone. It's not coming back. By using this business, though, that $69.95 comes back.
Thank you. That's very true. That $69.95 has allowed Derrick to be our full-time daddy that stays home.
Lord, let's switch roles.
We're working on that. No, we're both going to take the role, stay at home.
I love my baby girl, but goodness.
Okay, family, we'll take one more question for our founder. His time is precious, but
Hi, founder. This is Andrea. For anyone looking at our opportunity, what does it take to become a successful travel agent within Evolution Travel?
Mindset. Guys, I promise you, everything that we do, it doesn't matter on what level, what scale, whether it's large, small, whatever. Everything is based on mindset. You guys always hear me say that a made-up mind is the most powerful thing in the world. Because once you make up your mind that you're going to do something and you really, really live under that commitment, it's a wrap. It doesn't matter. There's not a number of no's that are going to deter you. There's not enough unfulfilled travel quotes that's going to deter you. It's just really making up that mind. And once you do that, everything changes. You know, I knew that when I wanted to be an entrepreneur and the thought of going to work for someone actually made my stomach hurt and my skin crawl, I was never going to be able to go to work for anybody. So there was no amount of no's or, oh, that's one of those things, or, oh, I don't know, or I don't know why you did that. None of that was going to deter me from what my goal was. There's not one person on this planet who has a job, who works for someone else that has the lifestyle that I want. Not one. Not one. Because at the end of the day, I want to be able to write the checks. I don't want to be able to take the check, right? I want to be able to be an entrepreneur, so I have the whole world open to me, that there's no cap on what I can do as far as financial growth, as far as stature growth. So that's really the thing. Once you make up your mind to do that, it's over. Guys, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. If you pray on your mindset, you pray on the vision, and you pray on your business, listen, I can't say it enough that it's all mindset. That's why we do everything that we do. It really is. And so once we get over that hump and just understand that we control our own destiny, it doesn't matter whether, again, I always go to the no's because we get told no's and we get the rejection, and that's the hard part of the business for us. But those things don't matter when you understand the vision and you know what you're working on and what you're trying to do. You won't care if no one else sees it. You won't. You only care that you see it, because if you see it, that's the visionary, right? I mean, even from the start of us, when I said, listen, guys, this is what we should do, and we put it on a napkin, and I screenshot it to all the leaders, they said, okay, let's roll. The mind was already made up. There wasn't a group of people that could deter us from that. We blocked out the noise, locked arms with each other, and off to work we went. And so it's really just having that made up mind. And when you're that diligent in what it is that you want to do, you'll pick up supporters along the way. I promise you. I don't care if you start out by yourself. You'll pick up supporters along the way, because when people see that you have a certain conviction about something, that eventually rubs off on them. And those will be the ones that you run with. I promise. I wish that everyone had a chance to feel how blessed I feel every day when I know that I have a solid group of people that are going to rock with me to the end of the world no matter what. But it started with me. I had to show them that I was able to be followed, right? That I would do what was required to have not my interest, but their interest, their best interest at heart. Once I did that, they started to happen. Block by block, brick by brick, but it started with me. And so the same thing for you guys, it starts with you. You have to make that commitment first and understand that it's going to be unwavering, and sometimes it's going to be lonely and all that other stuff. But make up your mind that you're going to get what you came for. When you do that, it's over. It really is. I promise you.
Ooh, that was awesome. I am writing my resignation letter right now.
Write it, Queen. Write it.
And Andrea, it's your time, girl. I told you how many times already. You gonna walk that stage next convention.
2020 is my year.
No more walking that silver stage.
No.
Got your name on it, and you heard it from Founder what you have to work on and what it takes. So it's time to do it.
And everything starts somewhere, guys. Remember my training? I showed Jeff Bezos' office, right? I mean, my office was bigger than he had in the first picture. Now he's got hundreds of them across the world, and they're all billion-dollar buildings because he didn't allow anyone else to tell him what wasn't going to work, right? When you make the commitment, people will eventually follow you, and that's all it is. You have to have it and stay with it. I mean, but you also, like we talked about opportunity and timing, you have to know you don't really change your goal, but yes, you can change your path. Remember we talked about Amazon started as an online bookstore. I mean, think about that, right? There's not a person on this line that hasn't purchased something from Amazon right now. And they started as an online bookstore, but the vision started to change when the other opportunities came around. And it's just so amazing because they do all their business. They don't really own anything, right? So we know that anything is possible. We just stay focused on it and don't allow anyone to talk you off your dream. That's all.
That's all it is. And I know we said 2, but there was one more question that came in. If you could
keep going, Queen, no problem.
Rocky, can you unmute your line? I believe you're trying to get in.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes, Rocky Tom, we can hear you.
Hi, Founder. Sorry I missed convention. I was in Europe with a group, so I was making money. That's why I wasn't there.
Hey, you were in Europe and we was only in Vegas. That's cool. Just rub it in.
But I was talking to Derrick and Ayla while I was over there, though.
Okay.
So
how did the trip go? Are you back here or are you still there?
No, I'm back at home. But I'm getting ready. I got a group of 9 that I have to switch from the DR, and they're going to Mexico because they're scared.
Yeah. Some of
But
the
it's cool. I'm not tripping.
That's right.
But so I've been asking this question, and Derrick can vouch for me. I've been asking since I came to convention last year.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I'm crossing that stage, because I'm not a builder, is I have to get the top booker award.
Okay.
I need to know, what am I shooting for? Because I know that you're looking from May to April, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What am I looking? I mean, because in all honesty, like right now, I already have renewed my IATAN card for next year. We're only in June.
Okay.
So I just need to know what I'm shooting for so I can get my plaque next year.
Well, without, giving someone's actual check information, because again, I do that a lot of time with the leaders, because I know that the builders will say, okay, founder, we don't care.
Right.
But now what I can tell you is that had you been at convention,
okay.
Hey, one of those drawings like must be present to win. Had you been,
you should have just sent my plaque with Derrick.
Nope. You don't let me give Derrick your check?
No.
So again, Platinum Dynasty family, understand that had one of your leaders been at convention, she would have been the highest ranked person from last year to this year. How about that?
Wow. Well, you know what?
Because of those that were there were 1, 2, 3, 4 that were in the top 20. There was only one in the top 10, and that was 1-star platinum and Elite 8 member Nicole Lee. You would have had higher ranking than Nicole Lee. How about that?
Oh,
wow. My God.
Congratulations on that.
Okay. So now I'm gonna take that.
Okay, now look. Y'all know that we say documentation beats conversation, right? So I'm gonna cover up the money side. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Hold on real quick.
Wait. Show it again.
Pin is go on there and pin
Oh my God.
How's that for you?
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Oh my God, Rocky.
I wish you were there.
Must be present to win, Rocky.
Well, you know what, founder? I'm gonna take that as my plaque, because see, you said it, and so that means that it's official. So I'm gonna accept that as my plaque. And I'm going to strut into my kitchen and cook and be okay. But okay, so now I know. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. And mind you,
not broke, don't fix it. Since you came into this game with us, you've been at the top. Like right out the gate, you came and had more trips than anybody did in your short period of time when I first met you. So
right.
keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. It's not broke.
Okay. Well, thank you. Okay, now I feel better. But I'm going to get my plaque next year.
I bet you won't miss another convention.
That's huge. Congratulations.
Yeah, you better show up, Rocky, because you're on my.
That's right, TQ.
Hey,
okay, TQ, I'm gonna give you my song to play, because I'm gonna do like a strut.
Oh, there you go. I'll play it.
Rocky, I have one more thing to say.
Yes.
Had you been there, we would have been able to give you this, because we got these for the iPhone card holders.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
I know you're Raquel Thompson, but you're Rocky Tom to us.
I'll keep it.
We wanted to present this to you had you been there. But
whatever.
We love you. Congratulations. That is
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We're coming over in about 30 minutes, so make sure you make 2 extra plates for us.
Okay, just bring the baby. Just bring the baby.
Wow. Well,
thank you.
That's huge.
That's huge. That was awesome to hear. And founder, we so appreciate your time as always for, just taking the time and talking to everyone and letting them know and showing them it's possible, right, family?
Absolutely.
So we will be sending out an email, because me and Derrick have a plan for you guys to help with your exposures. We want to start doing weekly live webinars, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so we want to help you guys get the business and the information exposed to your guests as fast and as soon as possible and as much as possible. So founder, thank you again. We love you so much. We already miss you. Your goddaughter misses you. And family, this Webinar, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, next year we are not going home on Sunday because, this whole time, bro, we still haven't even been to your house this whole time.
I know, we haven't seen your house.
Oh, that's right, because we got it for January. You guys weren't here for the birthday. That's right.
I've not seen your
We're
house.
going home on Tuesday
sad.
next time or Wednesday, so.
Okay. I think everybody's mostly gone right now. I think some of the gold consultants from the Weeks family are still here. We're probably going to do the high roller or something tonight. But, yeah, you guys definitely. And we're looking to expand. I don't know if Derrick and Queen shared that with you guys. We're looking to expand it a little bit next year because it happens so fast. There's not a lot of time that everybody gets with the teams and things of that nature. So we're looking at possibly having Wednesday be what we call Fun Day. And we'll do something kind of like you guys did at the race car track. And we'll have maybe 3 or 4 different options to do that. Then Thursday, we'll do some vendor things earlier in the day, and then in the evening we'll call what we call team time. So all the different organizations kind of get together with their teams, and then we'll kick it up a little bit Friday and Saturday and have like regular convention time right there. But again, just so because everyone said that it needs to be longer, and because we enjoy each other so much that we're trying to find a way to do that. But again, we're going to put the information out enough in time so that you guys can make the proper arrangements for that.
So you got to get your ticket.
Got to get your ticket. If you could give them one reason why to get their ticket now while it's on the fire sale, could you give them one good reason why?
Oh, because we're responsible business owners and we don't pay more than we have to. I mean, that's it.
No.
Right? I mean, we're like, okay, if you guys were going to have to do a business that required you to buy or purchase software for your system or whatever the case may be, you wouldn't purposely pay more. And so if we don't get it now, we're just purposely paying more. And it's okay if you have it or whatever the case may be. It's just still be financially responsible because again, even if you could afford it, if it was $1,000, why wait till it gets to $249 or $349 or $399 when you can get it right now? It just doesn't make any sense. Use that money that extra money you're going to save. That's one room night, right? That you're going to be able to now offset again. So just always we want to do what makes sense. We're not really looking to do anything that doesn't make sense.
Absolutely.
There you go.
And I know we got some crazy stuff happening for next year. So you guys, it gets better and better every single year. Like I shared with you guys in the beginning, we started out with about 130 people in the room with the backdrop that can literally, if you push it, it fall over.
Absolutely.
But now,
hey, shout out to Robin because I love it. She still has that as her profile picture. Shout out to Robin Polaris, my favorite dolphin.
She does. She likes that picture.
But we are expanding and evolving, and every single year it gets better and gooder and gooder. Next year again is going to be epic. This year was epic, but I know next year we always do it better and better. So thank you so much, everybody, for chiming on, staying on this long. Again, thank you, Founder, for all of your wisdom and everything that you pour into us as a team. Not only that, as a mentorship to better our lives, not just in business, but just spiritually as well. Because, you do a lot for me and Ayla and the baby, aside from the business. So we appreciate you for that. We couldn't pick a better person to be there for us. So, and I hope that you guys got something from Founder today. You guys know that he is something very special to us, and not only that, the company. He is the young Einstein in our eyes. So if you guys know anything about Albert Einstein, he is a genius. So is David. So
that's my guy right back there. Look at him on the wall.
Yeah, he's there for a reason. He is there
rock with him.
So just know that we got some stuff brewing in the kitchen. You guys want to be there next year so you can have a plate. Thank you guys so much for jumping on tonight. We will see you guys definitely very soon. Stay on the Platinum Dynasty Facebook page, and we will let you guys know who is our winner for the raffle ticket. Get your tickets now. It is not going to last long, family. Tomorrow is the last day. I know we have about, what's the count at now, big bro? About over 300 people already.
Yeah, I think we're at 301 or something like that last check. So yeah, everybody's doing their thing. Everybody's doing their thing. It's a big deal, family. And again, anybody that went there, they could tell you that they would have loved to have more of their team there because it's absolutely you can't simulate it. You can't. You just have to be there.
Absolutely. All right, family. Good night. We will see you guys. Have a great evening. I got a couple of you guys texting me. Yes, I'm available for 3 ways. Hit me up. We are here. We're up all night. Thank you.
Good night, family.
Good night, family.
Love y'all. Peace.
Good night. Thank you, David. Thank you, Founder.
Welcome. Good night, fam.
Thank you, Ayla. Thank you, Derrick.